Hey guys, I am over here in Stockholm, Sweden, and I'm just going to take a walk around this port here. This is like a bay that is further north than Copenhagen. So what's going on there? This bay is actually connected to the Baltic Sea, so it's a little ways inland if you look at the map here. And from my understanding of this, the Danish people would tax the ships that were going past Denmark if they're going through that port. And I'm not sure if they now control the traffic that goes through there, but they used to tax them. So they would have to go from here all the way to get to the Atlantic Ocean through several straits there. So this is on the Baltic, or near the Baltic. And this is like a little island in the center of Stockholm. It's connected by some bridges to both sides. So if you go around this is basically the center of Stockholm, which is an island, and you've got these historic looking buildings around it. Somewhere around here you've got the palace, you've got the Parliament of Sweden, which I'm not sure which building. I think this one on the left is the Parliament building. And I'm going to do a little bit more research tomorrow to find out. So yesterday I just took a FlixBus from Copenhagen to Stockholm, and it was a pretty far long ride. We had a lot of stops though, so it was about 10 hours. But a lot of times we were stopping at some of the smaller cities throughout southern Sweden. That's why it took a little bit longer than if you're just driving straight through. So you got another big building, government office over there. You've got some more buildings on the other side. You got some churches around here. So now we're going back to where the bus station is, which is just across this bridge. It's like you have to cross two bridges to get to the other side. That's where my hostel is. In Stockholm, it's noticeably colder here. That's something. It's basically like November in New York City. If you are coming here from the USA, it's barely into September. It's like September 7th or 8th now. And I saw that on the news, that it was getting cooler. And the thing for me is I only brought like a light jacket and a wool hat and one long sleeve shirt in my backpack, because I packed mostly for summer trips, and I can't take that and also the summer clothes with my winter clothes because it's too heavy. So I just brought this light jacket that I'm wearing as well as a hat, and so I'm going to spend a couple days here and then go back south into continental Europe. So I'm sure in a couple of weeks it's going to be such that it might even be snowing by that time, October. And you got these are like sightseeing boats here, Stockholm sightseeing. And you can see that as compared to Copenhagen, the landscape here is a little bit different. You know, it's a little more subdued, is kind of what I would call this. Now, I personally like Copenhagen way better. That's just me. This kind of seems, while it's historic looking, it's kind of more, a little bit more drab. The weather's worse. And one thing I'm noticing about the people here, they're you know, different, a little bit different looking, you know. The Danes have their own look about them. Let's see here. So you can see this island here. As I'm walking, you've got, you know, the river keeps going all the way around it. And you got numerous bridges. Some of them are for cars. You know, you've got one that's a highway, of course, and then you've got these other pedestrian bridges kind of here. And this looks like another sightseeing bus here, ocean bus. I wonder how much this costs. So its price is $2.95 SEK. So that is, that's pretty expensive. That's pretty steep. I probably wouldn't be going on that. I'm probably going to do one of the free walking tours here, because what that requires is only a small donation. You can pay what you want, you know. So since I've been here the last 12 hours or so, it is a bit cheaper here in Stockholm than it is in Copenhagen. That's for food and hostels and hotels, so it's easier to afford this place, you know. If you want to come a little bit further north, now if you do go to a smaller city, or in Sweden, it's going to be less, of course. I saw some places for rent online that were really not that much, but it's like you're moving to a small town in Sweden, you know, where there's nothing around there. So, kind of what my thoughts are, it's a bit cold for me. I just don't like cold weather. So that's what I'm going to do, is I'm going to just get a few sites in here and then head back south. So I am at another hostel here in Stockholm. I just checked in last night. It's all right. It's one of the cheaper ones. When I was in Copenhagen, I stayed at two hostels. One was really nice for a low price, you know, affordable. It's not the cheapest out there, but it was definitely worth it. Nice, you know, rooms, bathrooms, common area, you know, clean. And the next one I went to was just like a dump, basically. It's basically the same price, you know, but it just was a ripoff, you know. So the one I came to is in between, sort of, it's a smaller one. All right, I am going to check out some other places here, and I'll catch you guys in a bit.